at the end of the budget, a budget we think, without knowing the future, but some of our deals, even though the given numbers are still estimated numbers and may not prove to be the final number, we have to go through and make sure whatever we do in this budget, that we receive enough revenue to take us through that period, that 18-month window. And the other side of the coin is whatever we do has to be sustainable for years to come. And without that little crystal ball that we look in to know the economic future, we look at everything. So what I'm going to say from a councilman standpoint, we're probably going to up our cash out of general fund if we do this about, I'm going to say with all the benefit, about $40,000 after reimbursement. One of the things that's being discussed is wages throughout. $40,000 is X amount of money that would go towards possibly other salary increases. If we was not, to do, well, I'll say, that's what we would have to go towards the others, But if we don't do something, then we may have more to do. So even when it comes down to the decision, I'm going to recuse myself. Mark and I have been in a discussion, and I've been searching with other people. We actually ran into an attorney, I believe it was, correct, Mark? That was a councilman, and I discussed with them, and I think this is only ethical, is that serving both entities, that I recuse myself from any of these decisions on this, because I'm closely tied to that, and I'm closely tied to this. So I'm going to say to you other council members, if you have questions, and now's the time to get them out, because the people with the answers are right there, okay? And then whenever we make a decision, just know what the end result or impact of those decisions will be.
Well, I've got to, before I ask them a question, with your question, how did you get the 40,000? I'm coming up with 55,000.
Just in my mind, you sat there and used your calculator?
No.
No?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm just figuring out.
I just went on reimbursements.
I'm taking the 147 and then taking out a.
We're going to use your number because I'm just sitting here going.
Right, but I'm roughly at 55,000. I'm just trying to pinch the pennies and
If
get
you
this
use
close
your
as I can.
calculator, I yield to your calculator.
Right now, you would take out, I would tell you, you would take out two part-times, because
You're gonna remove two part-time?
well, you're gonna have,
Well, let me just
you would, depending upon the applicants, you would have some of your current part-time public defenders apply for this position.
Well, what I was doing was taking the 147 and subtracting just another part-time.
Part-time person.
Take that 43 out. And then, so that would be 104.
You would not have to hire that person.
And then at the perf level, at the 147, which I've got my math everywhere, but I figured the county would pay roughly 10,000 per. But I don't even know how we got to 55,000. I've got numbers everywhere.
Well,
I mean,
I think what I'd like to do.
what I'm also saying-
Into this in a little bit. What I would like to see as far as making the decision, the figures in there, is you've already established the figures of what it would take for this. I would like for you to establish the figures of what it would take for you to come in compliance as far as hiring another lawyer, what that does on your secretarial pool, that'll have to be there to take care of it. And take a look at that window, a picture of what that looks like compared to this picture that we've got right there. So whenever we get to our final lines that we've got to work with, then we know. But there is another thing I'd like to have. You know, you were talking about counties that touch us. And Scott County is the only one with a population that's less than us in there. All the rest of them have significant population, except Orange and Scott, Orange and Scott. All right, I would like to know what Decatur, Jennings, Wells, and Ripley are doing. Now, I know crime is not a perfect percentage, you know, as far as caseloads and that type of stuff, but they are equivalent counties to our population.
Demographic makeup.
Correct.
I'm sorry, Decatur, Jennings, and
Decatur, Jennings, Wells, and Ripley. And basically, that's Larry DeBoer's report.
Years ago,
Oh, wait, Todd, I'm sorry.
But
I would just like to kind of repeat what David said, you know, Floyd, Clark, Jackson, Lawrence, you know, they have, well, you can say all four of them have double the population. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have lots of caseloads. I'm not saying that, but that is a good point.
I understand. That's, I mean, that's with your mind, I know what you're saying.
But back to Rondell, not to Steele, and I think you're coming to the right point, but I'd like to see them as far as.
I don't mind to back this, it's just, looking at all the numbers and crunching it. And I think, but you alluded to the fact that the state may end up mandating that every county do this down the road.
That's probably on the horizon for the commission, yes.
And that's something
Now,
that
whether that's
next year or the
3 years,
year after,
4 years,
or maybe
who
never.
knows? Right, who knows?
Right, and it's just, we're looking at these crystal balls that
Sure.
it's hard. And I did that for 8 years at the county coroner's side. But I've just got to justify every penny that we spend because, a year and a half ago when I campaigned, I told everybody I want to campaign for all the workers in this county to give them as much money as we can because a lot of our employees are getting paid quite a bit less than the next county.
and we,
Yeah, Mark, I know years ago, you remember, the state would, we didn't use employed attorneys for the state, we used contract attorneys.
DCS.
And, did the county ever do that, do you folks remember? Instead of employed attorneys?
The county did, the county, yes, no, at one time I had 4 contracts.
I know you mentioned that, other counties around us are using part-time attorneys.
For PDs, correct.
But they're part-time contracts, aren't they?
Yes.
What's the advantage? I mean,
Well,
that's the
it
point.
just benefits, things of that nature, because I would assume a lot of these attorneys also have a private practice, maybe they do, maybe they don't, but they're drawing county benefits just like any other county employee.
I can't tell you that, because I don't know.
Neither here nor there, we don't know that information altogether. Do we account for their hours, and are they abiding by the employee handbook and things of that nature, like all the other county employees are?
We, as managing attorney in the office, I try to make, the answer to your question is yes. Under the terms of their contract, we try to make sure that they're fulfilling, one of the terms is 1 day a week, they are in the office as their designated day.
that doesn't count court time.
That doesn't count court time, and we're following that and try to keep that up to date. Yes, on the handbook, I think the rest of the time, there are issues that come up. We, in terms of comp time, in terms of things like that, which we really don't have that often, we try to follow that, so to the extent that.
So with the relationship that other counties, and I hate because we don't have these people here, it'd be more like a contractor, subcontractor. When
It's
they're
more like a subcontractor in those other counties. Several of the counties do it just on a case-by-case basis. I mean, I think that's what, they're in the program, but I think that's what Orange is doing. They're just doing a case-by-case amount, but they somehow, they watch the number of cases they give a person, and they do it, so.
I had one question. Whether we go with your proposal or the bare minimum, which is a additional part-time, we will still need another secretary.
You need the other paralegal position.
Okay.
In order to stay in compliance.
Yes.
Where is that secretary going to plant herself?
We think we can still keep that person in the office that we currently have.
There's room.
We looked at moving some of those file cabinets around and being able to put them in.
That's a big issue, as you well know, with this county.
That will be
The
a-
records and office space, I guess you want to call it growing pains. But it's still a very important issue.
And that's an issue if we go with a part-time person, because as a part-time attorney, we will not have space, we will have to share an office space in our current configuration between attorneys.
Like they do out of the jail, where you've got 3 or 4 deputies in one office. Of course, you're not all working at
Yes.
the same time,
We're-
right?
We will not be able to work at the same time, but
Using the same desk.
using the same desk, yeah. We don't have the room, we have 2 attorneys in one room now. There are 3 attorneys that have their own offices, and if we hire another part-time, we'll have to put another, we'll have an office share.
I came in on part of that question, which is that you'll need a secretary regardless of which way you
We
go.
have to have a paralegal regardless.
Is that budgeted in this year?
That's the
Okay,
experienced
all right.
legal secretary.
A paralegal, not just a secretary.
That's correct. Yeah. We've put out applications, we've put out ads. We've got 3 applications in at this point. So we're still trying to put out some ads, see if we can get some other applications.
So I don't want to drag this out any more than necessary, but I have to mention this, I've mentioned it to you in years past. Don't want to open up the can of worms, but I'm going to mention it anyway. Benefits for part-time attorneys. I know the law says that, if they read under Miranda rights, that if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. That's the whole point of the public defenders. I question why counties pay benefits to part-time attorneys. And you could say the same thing maybe for commissioners and councilmen, I suppose. But I think it's a little bit different situation.
Well, those are elected positions too.
Is that an option? Forfeiting benefits to help finance your proposal? Or is it even legal? Do we have to provide them? I'm not talking about paralegals and secretaries. I'm speaking only of public defenders, period.
You negotiate those in that contract. So yes, you
Which
could
goes back to the board.
goes back and forth.
This is why I was mentioning the subcontractor relationship, or the contracted attorneys versus county employees who are also attorneys. This is
Mark.
this question.
You'll know this better than I will, but say it. In order to be covered under the commission's guidelines, there's about 3 different ways that you can, I'm going to use the word contract attorneys to do the job of public defender. The one thing about those that work independently without an office and all the other benefits is that they charge more per hour in their contract.
Well, sure they do.
So they cover this same cost that's being implied with the additional dollars. So whether you contract them or whether you're not, somebody's collecting money to pay for these benefits. So and I'm not real familiar, I just read the book and then I'm done. But there's at least 3 ways.
There's three different ways
Right.
that you can use a contract system
Right.
to meet it. And
So when I talked to the guy that we sat at the table with, can't remember his name.
he was from Hancock County,
Right.
he was a councilman and
His
an attorney in
statement to me
public.
was, because I had some of the same questions you're asking here, he said, I'm gonna charge them, I think, it was $100 an hour, I think is what he said. But he said, they never question my hours, nor should they. Because I have to put wherever time I need to put in to properly defend my client. And they never question it. And I said, well, what are you saying to me? He said, I do whatever I have to do, and I turn in the hours, and they pay me. What left me with the impression, he may have one case that he spends a lot more time on than he does another, that would be the same charge.
And if you disperse out and have all contract attorneys and no public defender office, then you lose your 40%. If you belong to the commission, that's the little golden handcuffs.
Right.
Is we'll give you money, but you're gonna have to follow our rules. And in essence, it's a much cheaper model than just putting it out there to all.
Well, and the other thing is, all the records for public defense stay at your office, and there are, well, they're the public defender's records, not the individual contractor.
Well, I never said that I was in favor of contracting this out. I'm not a big fan of that, I think, because
Well,
those
we
people,
just wanted to clarify that.
okay, they don't, in my opinion, they don't have a vested interest in the county, so, so,
Tom, what you mentioned, forfeiting benefits for increases in positions or pay or rearranging them. I keep coming back to these part-time folks in other counties. They're not getting benefits, I would assume.
I was, it depends on the county, some are,
Depends
some
on the
aren't.
county.
Is that an option worth exploration, I guess would be my.
I would tell you,
Then we would lose people.
Depending on what we set their salary at.
so, yeah, we have, right now, we have 3
Well, I'll be
alternate
attorneys.
safety insurance.
Elizabeth, it would be worth noting on the questionnaire that we get for the studies, these are questions that are asked.
Yes.
Do you do this? Do you do that?
And they're
What do you do?
compiling
How do you do it?
all of
Because
those
it's all
issues.
considered part of compensation.
So we have to watch the reimbursement, really, where we go with this.
Yes.
We want to get it, you know.
I mean, you want to get it. You
Right.
want to get it.
Definitely.
You want to stay on compliance, too.
And I'll give this, David, for you guys, with the other numbers, I presented a model, 3 different models to the board, our board, with the part-time, the 3 models, and I'll include that.
I think
when
that'd be very helpful for us to make our decision.
What the difference in those?
Yes, and the impact on the budget as a whole. The bad part is we do have to upfront it, the cost, but we're getting that back, but on a continuing level, we're still getting reimbursement. So we're still getting a little bit all the way around, and it'll just increase. We have to do the increase, but then it'll come back to us.
what I would like for you to keep in mind, when I say remove the benefits from just the part-time attorneys, I would like to see an additional bump in pay and not take all of that away. In other words, if it's, say it's $6,000 per attorney, you know, what I'm getting at is any savings we can do to make your plan work, I'm in favor of. You know, I don't know what that magic number would be, but obviously if we took away their health insurance, then, you know, we need to bump their pay up a little bit, but it would still help us
I'm
as
just,
far as budget's concerned.
and I'll figure that out, but it's probably gonna be oranges on oranges, because if you take those benefits away and raise their salary, we're still getting 40% back of what, it's probably gonna be very minor. But I would calculate that out for you as well. When you say benefits, we wanna take out, everything, including longevity, because these attorneys get longevity as well.
So they get longevity, insurance, and perf. Yeah, I didn't know you had longevity.
Yeah, I suppose to keep it simple, just.
Okay.
resolved today, if you give you time to get some information together.
Can you give me a timeline when you need this?
Tomorrow morning,
Do you said you got that preliminary setup that you already, so if anything, if we can see that.
when's convenient for you? Tomorrow morning,
I can do that.
Could I get an idea of how many counties have already done this? How many counties?
How many counties have chief public defender?
Yes,
Yes.
because, I mean, we keep talking about a mandate that's forthcoming.
that's an unknown.
Well, we're doing 2019, 2022.
You want to make 9 o'clock in the morning, is that okay?
That's fine.
To give you that time?
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Oh, God, yes, that's a trick, today. 3:30.
Okay,
Any other questions?
for now,